Yeah. What these bitches want from a nigga? What these bitches want from a nigga? What these bitches want from a nigga?
Sorry, I had to get to the Ayo part. That's my favorite part. Ayo, dog, I meet this.
Ayo, welcome to our podcast again.
Sweet. Make you want to eat.
All right, this is Auntie Jen, and we're limited on time, so we're gonna get going. Senator Riley is definitely in the mood to keep it moving.
What's up, y'all? Y'all doing, man? Let's get back in this topic, man. Part 2.
All right, where are we at? So we left off at talking about how many men were starting to sue and how this is coming. Are we dating the same guy? These groups are coming into light finally. Myself, I have been mad about it for a long time. I'm not going to pretend anymore that I'm not upset. Quick disclaimer for all these ladies who keep making comments about me being a pick-me girl or whatever else y'all got to say. I need everybody to understand that I am not coming to this podcast or any of these topics as a woman looking for a man. I'm coming as a mother of sons, an aunt of sons, a grandmother of sons, and somebody who has very close males in my life. So I just want that to be stated, and then we're going to move on.
Yeah, so get it right, sons. You know what I'm saying?
Bitches. No, I'm kidding.
You know what I mean? Like, for real.
For real. Like, before you guys go out knocking me about, my mission here and my passion on this, I just want you to know it comes in protection of all the young men that I have in my life.
And not only that, man, come on. Like, why do you think everybody's taking advantage of these opportunities to be able to have a platform to speak on or a topic to speak out or something to speak out against? You know what I mean? So, for us who believe and still have hope and love, we want to fight for love. We want to say, hey, man, there's opportunities. There's people out here that can be in relationships. Relationships can work. Quit trying to knock this shit down like it's not a thing. This whole thing started with a man and a woman. You see what I'm saying?
Get down on that. I don't believe.
You know what I'm saying?
This ain't for you.
Started. You know what I mean? With a woman and a man. Come on.
Let's bring it back together. I think that there are good men and there are good women and there are men and women that can get along, that can support each other, that can, maintain loyalty and faithfulness and all of that. It's a possibility. I am one of those women. Seneca is one of those men. It's a possibility. Neither one of us is going to sit here and tell you that we haven't been exactly where each one of you as younger people are in your mindset,
or
your
even
mentality.
As older people older than us.
Yeah, or people our age and older. Like, we are two people who are not going to bullshit. We're not going to say that we haven't hurt people. We're not going to say that we haven't been hurt. But we are going to say that there's a way to grow and heal and get through it.
Knuckle up. You know what I'm saying? Knuckle up and be a man, be a woman, be real. Be real to yourself and be real to those around you.
Accountability. I mean? Again, we're going to talk about accountability. It's so important. So let's move on to further findings and evidence and facts. One thing I really want to do is I want to have you guys listen to, we want you guys to listen to a friend of mine and somebody who I've talked to a lot about dating, and he's very intelligent, smart, and we have good conversations, but he was a victim of, Are We Dating the Same Guy group. I'm going to leave out names unless he wants, to share that later, then that's fine. But for now, no names. And listen to what he says about feeling victimized.
So when we go out on every precaution to make sure you were safe. So when we go out on this date, I don't have home field advantage. Like, I didn't invite you to my house or something. It was just, I felt like, even thinking about it now, I feel violated. And I still went on a date with this crazy bitch.
Sorry about that part.
But he's expressing himself.
They're in this group now, and possibly they've like been out on dates with guys, and somebody probably did do them dirty, and this is their payback. Payback tour, the revenge tours, right here, and it's in these groups. But it is going overboard because, it sounds like they're in this group, and some of these things have happened, and they just adding on to it. Like I've been in physical groups of guys, not online. Like physically, there's a group. There's 10 of us, and they talking about a girl, and they saying shit, and then when you find out the truth, it's some embellishments. Motherfuckers been adding some shit on. And it looks here like they add some shit on because they feelings got hurt, about something. And so they trying to stick it to this guy. And basically stick it to all guys. Shit, these some bitter, angry ass women.
Hey, yo, and that, thank you, Jason, for giving that input. We appreciate you sharing that with us, and we did get permission for him to actually share that on the podcast. So we thank you, Jason, for that, man. And he's being real, man. They're coming, they're going for the jugular vein, and it's very unfortunate. Jason happened to be one of the first guys, from what I understand, here in the Portland chapter of this here.
He's in Tacoma.
In Tacoma? Yeah. Portland and Tacoma chapter of this situation where they posted this picture and was like, blah, blah, blah. And Jan happened to be in the group and seen this, was like, yo, that's my dude right there. Like, what's going on?
Somebody else, and his was only up for a brief moment because somebody else had notified him. So I didn't even get to like, I didn't even get to really read anything about him, which is unfortunate because I wish I would have been able to read anything that was said. But quite honestly, from what I gather from the post, from what he said about his friend who notified him about it, there wasn't any time to say anything bad. She had just basically posted his picture and said, "I'm going on a date with him, and I'm looking for tea and red flags."
Right. So she actually posted him in there, trying to get
prior
to the date, trying to get the goods. And so what we did is we gave you the voicemail of him talking about he still went on the date with the chick, even though she posted that after he got the word from the homie or the female who's in the group.
Yeah,
said, they putting your joint up in there. You know what I mean? So,
and just I want to note just his that this happened to him months or maybe even I have no idea how much, probably close to a year prior to this conversation that he and I just had that you guys are listening to. So and I could be wrong on the dates, don't quote me, but I want you to hear in his voice, and Seneca, you picked up on it too, like he's still bothered by it. He said he still feels violated. Because let's keep it real. It's a violation of privacy, really. You know what I mean? And we understand it, man. You can't do nothing about your information if it's leaked or your picture. Like, you ain't got no rights, especially when it's online. You don't know what people are saying. Yeah.
Think about the whole catfish situation. A lot of people been catfished. And when I say catfish, I mean by people using other people's pictures too. Yeah,
well, and then people are filming each other when they don't know they're being filmed. I'm going to tell you guys right now, there is a woman who posted a group. She was on a date with somebody, or she'd been dating him. I'm not sure the dynamics all the way around, but she had posted a picture of a dude sleeping on her couch. And so it's like, y'all can't even, I feel really bad because how do you even.
Was that the one was like, oh yeah, your husband's right over here type thing?
Yeah. And so, so here's my thing is like, how do y'all even trust somebody to go to sleep or come to your house or...
You know what's interesting about that too, that I find very interesting, is that a female will post a man that's married to prove to his wife that, yo, he's over here cheating, but she also slept with him. Like, you know what I mean? Like, bro, like you putting your business out there at the same time. Well, and you don't care about that she actually slept with a married man?
And you're also bragging about being diligent and being careful and all this other stuff. But access to whether or not he was married and that type of information was there from the gate, and you wait until this group is knee deep in pettiness before you say anything about him being married. What are the chances you knew from the gate?
Right.
And it's you that's the trash.
Facts.
What are those chances? And now you're afraid, because here's the other thing. Now you're afraid that his wife's going to find out and out you in the group. So now you're going to have to hurry up and post about him and out him before you get outed.
Yeah, and let me say this. This thing is getting messy, though. You know what I mean? Like, ever since, and I think this is our fault, too, because you posted something and you put infiltrated on the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we infiltrated. We said that on the first podcast. She infiltrated the group. Now, they've kicked her out of almost every group now.
Almost every, you guys. I'm down to one. And I'm really surprised this one group, they either want me there.
Yeah,
because they love it.
What kind of contact?
Yeah, or they just haven't realized who I am. And I'm still in the group under my own name, my own face. The podcast is everywhere. They can hashtag. Yeah.
But what my point is that it's so, saying they kicking people out now. They're like, we don't want you to know.
They booted me from. There's so many of these, you guys. I'm down to one, and I was in like 25 of them. I'm just gonna be real. Like,
she was out there doing journalism. You know what I'm saying?
I was down the rabbit hole.
Journalism. She was in there doing it.
Yeah,
in real life.
And the whole time, there was times, I'm not gonna lie, there was times I actually, shed a tear over this, not just for the men that are being, their jobs are threatened. I read a post and I sent it to Seneca. He can vouch for this, from an actual person who posted that he has had struggles at his job, and, because several of his female coworkers are in the group, and he was posted there, and it has stopped him from being able to make more money. He said that everybody goes there. There was one guy that said, I can't go anywhere. He said, I go to the local market and everyone's staring at me. I go to work and they're staring at me because I was posted in the group. People think I'm trash. Like, you guys, this is very serious. It's serious because we haven't even delved into the idea that people's kids are watching. Like, if my dad was slandered in a group like this, talking about cheater, liar, narcissist.
And then what about to the extent of death? Like, there's a woman that murdered her husband.
Yeah, she posted. Yes, she did. She posted in the group that she was still married to him, and she wanted to know if he was seeing anybody else. And from what I gathered from the article and several, things floating around within this community, she got the evidence that she needed, that he had moved on, and she went and murdered him. So, you guys, when I say this is serious, when I talk about that you can go to the Southwest Washington, yes, I'm outing you. I hope you hear me. Southwest Washington Humane Society, and you can pay them an extra $10 to name an animal after your ex while he's being neutered or spayed or whatever. It's very dangerous.
I feel like that's like anything when it comes to humanity. We are known to fuck things up.
Yeah, we are. And, women have a lot more pull than they, and our young ladies are being misguided. Even some of the young females that we've had interactions with, or that we know, like, I'm, for those who know me and those who don't, I'm a huge advocate for young people. I always have been. I'm Mama Jenny. I'm Auntie Jen. I am that woman who takes in everybody, and a lot of you guys I know listening know this. So with that being said, I have talked with a lot of young ladies who are severely misguided in how to deal with relationships. Kids start being involved, baby daddy drama. Like, we're gonna be here for you guys to talk to you guys about all of this. But you can even hear with me and Seneca, our tone just drops when we start talking about this, because it's upsetting. It's scary.
Yeah, but we still have to. What we do? We come together and we talk about this, and nobody really. You listen to the podcast with men and women, and they're talking about relationships, but they're like challenging each other, questioning each other, fighting each other about that. And even though that could be helpful to some, or what generation is touching, I'm not sure, but for a man and woman to sit down and talk about the real issues and be real about it without arguing and didn't have and not fighting, between one another.
Yeah,
It's just,
making it us against I think Seneca and I could also be like very good assets to you all as far as in, we are not in a relationship. We're just male and female, close friends, and we've had fights.
oh yeah.
And we've had to learn over the last several years.
I mean, it's just a dynamic thing. You got to learn how to work with one another, and cohabitating, coexisting. Like we all exist here, and we have to learn how to exist within a community with each other. And it's hard. It's hard to do that, and not let alone in a relationship.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It could be two different cultures. It can be two different backgrounds. It's just, you gotta learn how to work with one another. And I'm learning that now.
Well, and I'm
through communication and
and psychology. Like we're learning together. And you guys can learn together. You can learn with us. You can learn on your own. We will start to provide. This podcast is just coming along, but we will start to provide you with valuable links and things and resources that we've used, or further information on how to get through conflict. One thing I want to say again, I want to add to this is for the older people, like they genuinely don't understand, these older women, or how far this domino effect is going. We have women out here being nasty and abusive towards all men, and I'm talking about their nephews, I'm talking about their brothers, their fathers, it's not, because we're teaching the young people that men ain't shit. That's concerning to me. But on the flip side, many women are becoming so narcissistic due to this princess mentality, and we really should look deeper into who started all of that.
Well, I mean, the constant degrading of man is just starting to get tiresome. It's starting to become ridiculous, because it's like, women, do you all? And I know it's a generation of women that grew up without men. Without fathers. And so there's that part too. Like, that's where the disrespect is coming from.
Yeah.
And so we have to look to our elders and say, well, what was it like before?
Yeah, what's happening here? I mean, for young men, they're dealing with narcissistic females at this point, and we have nothing in place to protect them, to help them, to teach them how to help their women in their life. I'm not saying that boys or men should give up on women. I'm saying that we need to create some tools on how to get these young women out of this mindset.
And not only that, just give them the option, because, I always like to be in a neutral zone and say, give them the option. If you want to be, that type of, you want to have that type of mentality, go right ahead. It's your choice. It's your life. Live it. See what I'm saying? By all means. But on the other hand, there's options out here. Like, you can think differently if you want. Like, let's look at the fruit of that. What does that look like?
Yeah, let's look at the concept. I think that the one missing component for a lot of us is, and I say us because I've been there. You guys, I'm so far from perfection, but learning to look at the consequences of your behavior, your actions, your attitude, and learn to care. How you affect other people, and I think parents are having to work too much, and I think there's a lot of stress, and social media is teaching more than it needs to be teaching in a negative fashion. But again, that's accountability, though, right?
Right. Facts.
And we need to teach that if not anybody else, we're here to teach it.
Hey, we're willing to do that. Stand out in the gap. You feel me? And say, hey, yo, check it out. Let's get it together. Can't we all just get along?
Yeah, like what? I mean, at the end of the day, like here's my vision. You guys want to know how my brain works and how scary my thoughts get? Is like,
oh no, don't go.
Yeah, let's do it, because where my fear, we don't
have enough time for those.
We do. We got 11 minutes. My thought is like, I just think that I see a big picture with this, and I know how far a savage, misguided woman, scorned, can go and will go.
Me too.
Exactly
how that is.
I mean, we've been doing a lot of
research
on this, and this is dangerous, and I know we make what these bitches want, and you really are like.
Oh, thanks.
Here's the funny thing is, I'm gonna tell you guys, we're laughing because I've probably been more psychotic with Seneca than I have any. No, I'm not even gonna say probably. I have been more psycho to this man than I have anybody in my life. And I'm just going to tell you right now that I'm literally the mildest one for him. And that's terrifying.
Super.
That's terrifying. He's been through a lot. So, yeah. And for the ladies that are listening, like, you can hold this against me all you want, anything I say here, but I'm here to tell you, like, I've been crazy. It's okay. You just got to be willing to not be crazy for longer than a day. You know what I'm saying? Like, get your shit together. Hello.
Well, no, and it's not even more so crazy. It's just, I think,
triggered.
And not even triggered. Think about this. And I'm an advocate for this because I always say it. The movement, the feminist movement, the woman's movement, Me Too and all that stuff. Even before all that happened, the feminist movement was there, but just think about the evolution of women and how far women have came. I see that. And so it's the high horse mentality now. Cause it's like, you guys have come through and been through a lot, right? So now it's like, fuck man, we can get it on our own type situation. So with that type of mentality, I can see why they think that, okay, you know what? Well, I don't need you. Let me treat you like this. Or you need to treat me like a queen. Or you need, like, I get it. You know what I'm saying? I understand that.
Let me blow your mind on that for a minute. Because we say progression. Look how women have progressed. And I'm just going to be real with you.
In a sense.
No, you're right. You're 100% accurate. Is it in a societal view? But I'm going to be real with you and tell you that in my heart, when I'm climbing the corporate ladder and I'm making more money and I'm holding down the fort and I'm angry. I'm mad that I have to. Like, on the outside, yeah, I'm proud of myself for everything I've done professionally. But on the inside, I'm hurting, and I've been hurting since I was young. I don't want to work. I don't want to hold down the fort. I don't want to be strong and tough.
There's a caveat, though.
There's
a caveat to this. Interestingly enough.
I call that digression in women.
Interestingly enough, those same women that say, we can do this, we can do that. I have talked to some very professional women in high places. And you know what they tell me? It's refreshing to be around a man that I don't have to be and use my masculinity energy around.
I'm telling you that.
And I can let go.
Yeah.
I can let go and I can this and that. And this is like, what?
And you can calm down.
So even though women say they don't want men, they still want to be around a man that can allow them to be a woman. Isn't that interesting?
It's very interesting, and I'm gonna.
How about that?
I'm gonna make it more interesting, Seneca Riley. When was it that I sat down? Hold on. I said it's all over the podcast. Hold on, don't go away. Hold on. So what date was it? How many months ago was it when I finally sat down to you and cried and said, I don't want to wear this armor anymore. I don't want to be this tough person. I don't want to be strong. I've prided myself on being strong and having this strength for my whole life, you guys. Since, I started working at 13, I'm 48. Was just a few months ago. So keep that in mind when we expect females to come to this conclusion that it took me till I was 48. And it took me, like he said, having a man around that I can let go and I can feel safe with and I can stop defending myself, and that right there has been the hardest phase of my life, putting down the armor. So
you're not just gonna get a bunch of statistics and psychoanalyzing here. You're gonna get real life testimonial type situations where we're just being real and we're just being raw, uncut, and saying, look, this is real life. You live a real fucking life, you get real life fucking results.
Seriously, and I might seem mad and angry at young women around the world, and I think that what it is I'm hurting for y'all. I really am, because as much as I'm mad about the things that you guys are out here doing, I'm hurting because I know that 10, 15, I know the destruction that you're causing in your own lives and those of your children. So, that's about as personal as I'm ever going to get on this podcast.
And
But
that was hella personal.
that was hard for me, you guys. That took a lot of humility, so I hope you appreciate it. I'm gonna go cry now.
There's growth. Oh my God. Growth. I'm so proud
It's just part of healing, though, and I can't.
I'm so
I'll
proud
be
of you.
hypocritical if I don't bring it up. And everybody in my life who knows me and who doesn't know me knows that I am made of incredible strength. I have always been incredibly strong, and I don't want to be no more. I'm just tired of it.
No, you gotta be. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a quality of yours. So you holding it down. Just keep doing you, man. Keep holding it down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but we have to find a balance where I'm allowed to be soft and I'm allowed to cry when I'm hurt. And
you're soft right now. You're softer than mine,
but we need these young women to hear my standpoint so they know it's okay to be whatever they are, except for horrible to other people.
Facts. Yeah, I mean, you know what? And that's real talk. You know what I mean? We just gotta get back to being, I said something about humanity and how humanity fucked things up, but there's a real richness and purity to being a human too. You know what I'm saying? And I think we need to really dig deep and look into those qualities.
Let's make humans great again.
Oh my gosh.
Just kidding. I'm just trying to lighten the mood.
I know we are in election. It's election
and we are
season.
Not Trump supporters. We are not Trump supporters. I'm just gonna let you guys know we are not.
I'm not. Yeah, I ain't saying nothing.
It was just Aunt Jen being awkward.
Yeah, you own that. Yeah, but it's all good. I see where you're going with that.
No, but we do. We need to
please vote. You know what I'm saying?
Vote for humanity.
Know what's going on in your community.
Vote for each other.
Stand up for justice.
I think we're gonna...
I said justice, all right?
And then...
Stand against injustice, but stand up for justice.
Woo, if anybody stands up...
if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything.
Word. To the 10th power. But no, really, come on, you guys. We love y'all. We want y'all to love each other. Vote for each other.
Yeah, let's vote for us.
Let's vote for each other. All people are our people. I don't care who you sleep with. I don't care what's in your pants. I don't care what color your skin is. I care what's in some people's pants.
Yeah, okay.
But nah.
All right, y'all. Thank you for tuning in today.
Yes,
it's been rich. Hope you guys got something from this podcast, man. We're just trying to share our love with you, man, and bring some love back into the fold. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. What are we gonna talk about next?
Well, we'll get to them. Yeah. We'll let them know what's going on. Actually, I think we're gonna do a part 3 of these because we do have. We gotta interview each other.
Yeah,
too. That's right.
I think we're gonna do a fun one. We're gonna break from the norm, maybe on our next one, and we're gonna interview each other.
Yeah, it might get a little awkward.
It's going to get real awkward.
Actually, and you know what? We might even do this on video.
Let's interview each other on video.
We might do that.
That would be great. Yeah, we can have some fun. We'll come up with what kind of questions we want to. Hey, y'all, put in the comments on this podcast or hit us up on Facebook in our inboxes and let us know what questions we should ask each other. What questions do you want me to ask Seneca Riley? Cool. What questions did he ask me? Yeah, you guys pick our questions. We'll have a blast.
Don't be putting no weird shit on.
Don't put some. How much time we're gonna veto the weird shit.
Okay. Yeah.
But please get interactive with us. Also, let us know how we can what we can talk about for you, how you want to interact with us, and let's grow this podcast together. Let's learn some things from each other.
Yeah, and it's been real. We're gonna let y'all go with one of my new joints I've been bumping.
Okay, here we go. We don't own the rights to any music, nothing that comes out of our mouth that we sing. And let's finish this off with some good old Tupac.
Oh, you like Tupac?
You know I love Tupac. Yeah, a little confession and weird thing about me. I can't hear his voice without crying. It doesn't matter what song or what video. Peace out, guys. We love you.
Mama ain't raised no, mama ain't raised no, mama ain't raised no punks. Mama ain't raised no punks. Mama ain't raised no punks. Mama ain't raised no. Tell me what you eat in your sheet. Ducking these trends cause they sleepy. Bitch, take it easy. I took your last year as a test. And no, you can't see my tattoo.